All right, guys, Captain Richard Hajecki, and we're here for the fishing report, May 5th, up in Niagara County, fishing on Wilson. Had a really good morning this morning. We had some customers that tend to take some of our cancellation dates, and we had a cancellation. They jumped on it, and we had a really good day. It's the first week of May, and running out this morning, I was going to shut down in somewhere between 80 and 100 foot of water and just troll northwest and get back out to the water. We fished last night, and I looked down at the Humminbird screen, and I said, that looks like bait. Took her off pad, and sure enough, there was bait there, and there was fish all over it. Set the rods, and it was just complete mayhem for the first few hours. These guys were a little picky, so some of the smaller stuff went back, and they kept, most of the stuff they kept was all north of 10 pounds. Biggest one we probably threw in the box today was 16, 17 pounds. Not a giant, but a good fish. Let's see, what did we run today? We ran four divers. We ran 1.5 and 3s in the divers. The 1.5s anywhere from 125 to 175. The 3s were going anywhere from 150 to 225 throughout the day. On the 1.5s, we ran smaller meat rigs, and then on the high divers, we ran spoons, primarily mag spoons. Downriggers, 2 downriggers had spoons on them today, and the other downrigger, our deep rigger, had a meat rig, which really wasn't all that good. So we ended up pulling that later in the day and throwing some more spoons down. Seasick Wilder again was a great spoon today. We had the silver version mupped up on one of our riggers down 45 to 55, and then we had the gold version on a high diver all morning. Took quite a few shots. This spoon was good all weekend. My brother picked it up. It's a moonshine. You know, I love the name of some of these spoons, but I can't for the life of me remember these names. It's something like Hey Doody Da, but that was a really good spoon this weekend. Some of the other stuff that went, this was good later on this afternoon. Brother taped that up. That's a Die Hard with a few ladderbacks on it. What else was going today? Trying to put some stuff away. We had MBKs going later on in the day. Oh, this was good all week on a high diver. This RV Sig. That's always a good spoon down here in on the west side. And the UV, I believe this is a UB Hulk Carbon. Again, I'm getting to the point where I can't remember half these names. And then that's pretty much it for today. You know, meat rigs. Most of it was 8-inch paddles, Hammer Time, Green Chip. Those were going. 10 color rotted all day. I had a 10 color, a 250, and a 300 copper. The 300 copper went a couple times. Not sure the 250 ever went, and I don't think the 10 color took more than one fish. And we changed out spoons on that stuff quite a bit, but they just were not into the junk lines for us today. So had a great catch today. We ended up with a really nice box because they were being picky throwing fish back, and that goes to my next point here. So 2 of the fish that we threw back today, you can tell we're already hooked. Maybe not this year, but last year they had some deformities in their jaws, but it's good to see that when you are throwing these fish back, they are surviving. So all right, guys, driving home, realized I never mentioned where we fished today. I don't really think it matters. As long as you're in Niagara County and there's water underneath your boat, there's fish around, it seems. But as I mentioned earlier, shut down on some bait, which blew my mind for the first week of April, having bait inside. Fished that first thing in the morning. We kind of did north-south all day. Shut down in 70. Trolled it out to 2 1/4, came back in to 100, trolled it back out to 275. The inside waters kind of shut down for us. We went dry for a long period. I would say for probably an hour we had some short strikes and had just some downtime, and then we got out 250, and there were the squadrons again that we were seeing last night. And I'll be putting a video up cleaning fish. We tripled up and then quadded up, so there's a lot of fish out deep, and it seems like there's some better quality out there as well. That's where we got our big one yesterday, and we got some nice fish out there at the end of the day. So the afternoons really offshore have been very productive, and the quality's been pretty good. So so that's where we fished today, mainly just right out front, maybe a click to the west, but there was boats everywhere. Everybody was hooked up, everybody was scooping. So get to Lake Ontario. It sounds like there's salmon as far down as Mexico Bay, and Rochester's smoking them. The Oaks got salmon. Everyone's got salmon. So get out here, go fishing. Headed back to the house, and we've got work all week. So we'll be jonesing to get back up here and get back on the lake. So have a good week, guys.